Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to reverse engineer a manifestation of energy in this universe so you can learn how to recreate that thing with your intention in mind. Oftentimes, our mind can limit us into what our five senses can see. But if you keep watching, I'll show you how to use your imagination to stimulate your psychic muscle so you can gain a better understanding of how different aspects of this universe are made, which will then expand your consciousness to a higher frequency and allow your body to be upgraded to the power and timeline that you're supposed to embody now. If you're back on this channel or if you're new here, definitely check out the rest of my videos. There is a lot of interesting takes and perspectives on how to transform the mind and recode the information in it so we can approach reality from a multidimensional point of view. So to jump right into it, during life, if you've ever seen somebody work on a car or work on technology or build a house, one of the ways that helps them do this is by taking that initial finalized piece of something and breaking it down layer by layer to see how it's made. So when you're wanting to embrace your metaphysical powers in this third dimensional reality, that can encompass learning how to free your mind of the idea that reality is solid and nothing can be changed because we're in this story that has subconscious programming and beliefs, into a state where we realize that reality is solid because our mind needs to interact with energy through its five senses in a solidified manner. So first understand, before we talk about, transmuting reality and getting more power in the quantum field, understand that everything in this universe, while we're in this human body, can be looked at from two angles. One is our third dimensional body, mind, and then our interdimensional consciousness, which is free from that limitation and can go beyond it. So it's not black and white. It depends on, in a particular situation, what dimension are you observing something from? Okay? So when reality seems too solid to change, it's because you're 100% in that third dimensional realm where everything has to be together. Now move that 100% to 50 and allow that higher dimensional consciousness to come in. And what that can bring you into is a resonance that you don't need somebody else's validation for your power. What you do have to practice is stretching your psychic muscle by trusting what you see in the imagination. So your body starts to believe that the imagination is not this make-believe world, but how your mind can translate the information in the quantum field. So the first thing you want to do is start to play in the universe, right? Now, you can do this in meditation, but what I always say is when you're able to use your imagination with your eyes open, you'll be able to traverse the world and do activities such as driving your car, being at work, being at the gym. And while you're doing these things, you're changing energy in the quantum field in real time. Because if you need to be in meditation when you transmute energy in the quantum field and access that realm, then you're limited, right? So with your eyes open, imagine that you're traversing the universe. You're seeing stars, you're seeing different geometric shapes maybe, you're seeing different patterns of energy that almost act as highways of information. Allow your imagination to take you wherever it needs to. Now, if you have trouble doing this with your eyes open, start with your eyes closed and then open your eyes. And what you're going to feel is almost as if you're daydreaming. You're going to see that energy, but it's not going to feel like a hallucination where it blocks out what you're seeing in the third dimensional realm, because if that happened, it would impose upon you being able to be functional in your day-to-day activities. It's almost like you know a layer is there of your imagination, and as you gather particular information on how it looks, how it feels, and the different details, then your imagination starts to fill in the blanks and you kind of create that layer of observation. And when you're doing that, think to yourself, okay, I'm seeing a planet, I'm seeing these different beings in the universe. Ask yourself, how is this planet made? When you see stars, ask yourself, how is that star made? When you're traveling and you go to these different realms or different planets and you're experiencing a new flora or ecosystem or culture, ask yourself, what had to come together for this to be? Now, when you initially summon this question, as you're letting your imagination take you into the different realms in the universe, don't ask it from your logical mind. Ask it from your third eye. Ask it from the part of you that is connected to the entire universe and all the information that has or will ever exist. Remove yourself from form in that moment. Remove yourself from the idea of what you are and what you think you know. And go into trusting your imagination and feeling as if you are all-knowing, because your soul is a doorway into the entire universe and everything is made of pure consciousness. So if you can tap into that 0 point, then you'll be connecting to whatever information you need to. Now what this does is it initially allows you to move beyond the framework of only manifesting on Earth. And it can allow you to understand that in the cosmos and whatever you're experiencing during this activity are just manifestations that exist in a different dimension. So we can manifest something in the third dimension as a human, and there is a being that can manifest something else in a higher dimension. But sometimes when you're remembering your starseed origins or a past life you've had as an angel or an ancient god or whatever you're called to bring forth in this life, you do have that point of consciousness where you can go to that dimension and create forms of energy that affect your life now or your starseed family or the potent purpose you have in enriching the universe and helping empowering forces become stronger, right? So as you move towards that, allow this expansion to take place, okay? Now, to bring it back down into the third dimension, if you're wanting to manifest a improved aspect of your body, ask your third eye the question, when you're looking at the part of your body that wants to be healed, how does this organ or aspect of my physical body work? What are the pieces that come together to make this healthy? When you see the layers of energy that stack to create something, you can then, when you're healing, say, a part of your body, you can pull in golden energy. You can feel as if you found an energy in the universe that can help you heal your body, and bring that through the top of your head into the organ and run it through the different parts that make it work. If you're wanting to manifest a business or a creative project, you can imagine all the little things that would have to come together to make that true. Who you would have to be, the emotion that you would embody during and after these accomplishments, how you would look at the world, the people you would have to meet, how they would interact with your business. All these moving parts, when you run your energy through them, you have a much more time to make an impact. Okay? And then when you're moving through the world, what can help you practice this process of, reverse engineering is look at physical aspects of your reality and ask yourself, how did this physical manifestation come to be? What layers of energy would have to come together to make this thing real? What are the pieces that I cannot see from my physical eye, but my third eye can see? And when you're doing this, don't look to research the parts of a tree that come together or how fabric is made. Lean into your third eye, lean into your curiosity, and tell your imagination, I know how this thing is made, whether it's a tree, a car, a fruit, a color, a sound. And then allow your imagination to unravel the details of how it may work. And you already know this in your intense core of being, but the mind will come in because you may not have been used to feeling this power or having this information, and try to find reasons why it's wrong. You need to get information from somebody who actually knows, or it's not that easy. And when these times come up, you tell your mind, hey, your job is to keep my soul in this hologram in a way that is suited for my survival and pleasure. Because your mind wants to avoid pain, so it will try to stop you from going into the unknown. But you allow your soul to tell the mind, hey, I am the soul, I know what's in the unknown, I am comfortable in the unknown, and I have the information. Mind, you're going to sit and watch back as I stroke your comfort, because now we're moving into a state where we have more information and we're less dragged down by the world. And you, mind, have to stress less. You give your mind an incentive to let go of control and allow your soul to lead. So as you do this, the third dimensional world will become more vibrant and entertaining. You'll be able to heal different parts of your body and change parts of your environment. You'll be able to bring your desires into fruition, because instead of you just focusing on the feeling of what you want to create, which is powerful, you'll be able to see that everything that is a manifestation has different parts that have to come together to make it whole. There's different layers of energy that have to align with each other for that thing to become real. And that allows you to be in the world, but also bring the metaphysical aspect of reality, which is metaphysical energy creates physical energy. So start taking that as your initiative to feel more powerful. And then when you're doing that in the universe, and you're asking yourself, I'm experiencing a planet or geometric patterns or waves of energy that act as highways to different parts of interest in the universe, and you think, okay, well, this planet has to have a core, And then initially, the core might have geometric patterns around it that all create a structure of energy, which is then filled in with matter. And as you allow yourself to start breaking down how different things work, by trusting that your imagination is going to show you how your soul needs to see it, then when you're wanting to change an aspect of the universe or reality, you know how to do it because you've taken what you're wanting to create and you break it down into smaller steps, so then you can go through that process in your own way. Okay? Thank you for being a part of this video. I'm really curious on, any questions you have, what you've learned, or what you're going, through in your own life. Write that down in the comments below. Subscribe, like if you enjoyed it. And I am excited to tell you guys that I am hosting online portals of expansion where I take these complicated topics that our soul is drawn to about how to utilize our mind in our spiritual resonance. So while we're in this body, we can tap into different dimensions and find a way to explain it to the mind, so we have a merge of the worlds. And each 2 weeks there'll be a workshop. If you're interested, let me know and I'll give you the details, and I'll provide you a video which talks about some of the topics that are going to be discussed. And during that time, I'll bring up different interdimensional skills that I can teach you, which will allow you to perform a unique action in the quantum field. And based on what the topic of the workshop is, I'll teach you how to use those skills to get that particular action or achievement done. And it'll always range, but what I'm really called to do is teach powerful, starseed, sensitive, galactic souls how to bring more of their soul's curiosity into application, so their spiritual knowledge can enhance the world they're in now. It's the application and the technology that I'm offering. And I'm also going to discuss how to heal parts of your system and mind that may be getting in the way of the next stage of your metaphysical journey, along with quantum energy healing. And you'll be able to download diagrams that I've made based on the topic I'll be discussing, and the actual online workshop too, which will allow you to revisit it. So let me know, send me an email if you're interested, and if you would like more personalized coaching and guidance so you can expand your potential in this life, I also offer coaching. But definitely join the workshop, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.